Yo, what's going on? This is the Undisputed Champ Sports Podcast. Thank you guys for listening, where we talk about all things wrestling. I'm your host, Preston, and I'm joined by the one and only Thumbs Up Tommy. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, everybody? This is the one and only Thumbs Up Tommy. One third of the most overpowered tag team in podcasts. AKA one third of the best podcast under 250 subscribers. And right now, we're going to talk about the purple brand, which is 205 Live.
Absolutely. So we started off the show with Drew Gulak basically introducing the show and pretty much had some remarks about Tony Nese saying that he was going to beat him and things like that. And then we also had Tony Nese after that with a counter promo just saying that it's not going to end up the same that it did before. Is there anything you want to expound on this one?
Well, that they had similar video packages for Cedric and Oni Lorcan as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it was basically each one of them saying why they were going to win and so on and so forth. So now, the first, and after that they had Buddy Murphy. He had a hand cam promo where he congratulates the finalists, but he's saying it really doesn't matter because he's still going to win at, at WrestleMania. And moving on, we go to the first match, which was Cedric Alexander versus Oni Lorcan. What did you think of this match?
I thought it was cool. You know what? When I watch matches with Cedric in it, it kind of seems... it seems like he hits the same beats in every match almost. He's a great athlete. I'm not going to take that away from him, and I'm not going to say that I didn't like the match because I thought it was good. But at the same time, I didn't like the outcome. I didn't really care for that part, and for the match itself, I thought it was pretty cool. It's just too much Cedric Alexander, man. It's just way too much.
Yeah, like I would echo that sentiment. Like, I personally feel like they're giving him too many chances. Like, you've already lost, dude. Let somebody else do it. Dude, we got Daivari De Niro sitting there doing nothing. I mean, granted, for him to go for the title, Murphy would have to go face, but still. I mean, the only reason why I'm kind of okay with it possibly being Cedric to take the title from Murphy is because then we open up the possibility for Daivari De Niro.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be.
But
this.
yeah, but at the same time, it was like I'm looking at it from a perspective of like, it's not a knock on Cedric again because he's a hell of an athlete, hell of a performer. Right, he's amazing and all that good stuff. But like, just the fact that he's basically kind of like Roman Reigns syndrome before leukemia came back, where like he was never too far from the championship.
Yeah, he's always involved.
Yeah, like he's always like within arm's reach of getting a title shot, for lack of a better phrase. And then I don't know about you, but to me lately, like Cedric's matches have felt very cut and paste.
That's what I'm saying. He pretty much does the same beats every match. There's multiple pins or almost pinfalls over and over.
Yeah. He's doing that. He's doing the Spanish Fly. He's doing the Neuralizer. He hits at least one lumbar check that the opponent kicks out of. It's like it's getting to the point where you can kind of like say that his matches are a blur because they're all the same, because it doesn't matter who it is. He like you said, he's crossing off the same checks on every match.
Every single match. And the thing is, just because there's multiple near falls in the match, it doesn't make it a better match unless what's going on in between those almost falls are really good. And what he does is pretty much the same thing every match, like you said. It's really repetitive.
That, and I just feel like I'm a firm believer that 98% of the time, if someone hits their finisher, that should be it. No more of this no selling crap where everybody kicks out of everybody's finisher.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm old school with that. I feel like they're just making it that people kick out way too easily.
Yeah, is that like a sub? It should be a sub finisher if he's just kicking out of it like that.
Yeah, or what I would
A
personally
signature
call a
move.
signature
Yeah,
move.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I call them. Not like a sub finisher or anything like that. More, yeah, signature.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I
But
have to say about that
yeah,
match.
and yeah, Cedric won. If you haven't caught our drift yet, he won again. So he's going to the finals of the tournament. And yeah, I was hoping for Oni Lorkin, but then at the same time, it was like, you could kind of tell that Oni Lorkin was just basically playing that role of someone who won in the first round, and he was going to lose in the second one.
Yeah, pretty much.
But even so, like I said, like to me personally, Lorcan beating Carrillo was an upset. So, like, I honestly, I mean, like I said, I stand by what I said about Cedric's matches lately,
Hmm.
but I feel like I don't know. Part of me feels like we would have gotten a better match had it been Carrillo on the other end of the match.
Yeah, possibly,
Yeah.
possibly.
You got anything else to add to that?
No, that's pretty much it for that match.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So after that, we had a very brief segment where you had one of my least favorite guys, Mike Kanellis, complaining about the lack of respect that he's been getting. And, again, it's like one of those guys that it's like he's living off of his past glory, for lack of a better phrase.
Yeah.
You know, essentially he's TJP 2.0 because that for the majority of TJP's run, he was living off of his glory of winning the Cruiserweight Classic damn near 3 years ago.
Right.
So, I was looking at it like that, and I'm like, bro, like, yeah, you've done all this, you've wrestled all over the world, and so on and so forth, but all of that is irrelevant
Right.
because what have you done lately? Nothing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so then, yeah, and he even said it that, what's it called? He even said it that he was like, fuck, I forgot what his name. Drake Maverick. Thank you. He was saying, he's like, yeah, but you think you're gonna get respect by just beating the guy down when the match hasn't even started? It's like you don't get respect like that. If anything, you get frowned upon. Because he just beat the brakes off that boy the week
What
before.
was his name? Colby something.
Colby Carino.
Hmm.
Yeah. So then it was basically saying that what's it called? That if he wants to, he better start winning soon because if not, he won't be around much longer.
And that he should start taking his next match seriously.
Yeah, basically saying, hey, you've been losing a lot. I feel like I'm wasting my time with you. Prove me wrong, or you're out of here.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I guess I've always said that he had nothing to do, no direction. So I guess this is their way of giving him something to do.
Facts. And after that, speaking of somebody who was underutilized, we had my boy Arya Davari, aka Davari Dinero,
Mm-hmm.
cut a solid promo. He's saying that basically he's got a year of pent up frustration that people are going to see what it looks like real soon.
Mm.
Which, yeah, I'm looking forward to see what the hell they're going to do with him. Like hopefully a babyface wins the title soon so that we can get Davari in the title picture, but we'll see.
Absolutely. I agree. Pretty good promo.
Yep. He's definitely, one of the more well-versed cruiserweights on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, we have the premier athlete, Tony Nese versus the submission specialist, Drew Gulak,
Mm-hmm.
which the main takeaway in the match was the psychology
Yes.
because it was a lot of ground and pound. Drew Gulak's MO. That's his bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
He kept grounding Tony Nese because Tony Nese likes to fly occasionally. And
Oh, he tried too.
the main thing that he said was, basically something along the lines of what Miz said last week about losing focus, that if Gulak lost focus, he would win.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you keep saying that I'm gonna make a mistake. All I need is for you to make one mistake that I'll capitalize on, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then, sure enough, when the match progressed, he got the Gulak on to where, what's his name, NESE reached for the ropes with his foot, not his hand, but his foot. And then he got his foot on the rope. Referee was like starting to count for Gulak to release the hold, and then Tony Nese used the rope to kind of bounce off of and flip himself over into a pinning position on Gulak and picked up the win.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, like I can't lie, that was probably one of the best finishes I've seen to a Tony Nese match.
Yeah, it was a really good match, and contrary to what the match was before that, it wasn't the same old same old. Yeah,
And it was unexpected.
Yeah, we got a lot of the, like you said, ground and pound submission stuff because that's Gulak's specialty. But we see Tony Nese just pulling out moves to try to win this match, and just the sense of desperation on his side made this match a lot more entertaining.
Mm-hmm. And with that being said, next week is going to be Tony Nese versus Cedric Alexander in the finals of the tournament. And whoever wins is going to face Buddy Murphy at WrestleMania, which I've seen Murphy and Alexander before. I don't care to see it again, at least not for a long time. Yeah. So I'm all for it. Let's go, Tony. Let's do something different.
Yeah, I need Tony Nese to be in there. We need something way different. This was they were kind of teasing this before. Because remember, Tony Nese was in a lot of number one contender matches, and him and Buddy was kind of having these weird conversations, but we need to, it's time to pull the trigger.
Yeah, they need to, it's like now or never.
Mm-hmm.
Like either do it now or don't do it at all.
I agree.
So what would you grade 205 Live this week?
I'll give it a B minus.
You know what's funny? I was going to say the same thing, because while the first match was fun, like I said, it's become predictable with Cedric, and it's actually working toward his detriment that his matches have become pretty cut and paste.
Right. In 205, their second matches usually end up being their best match of the night, so.
That's a fact. The Daivari promo definitely got me interested to see what's going to happen next.
Mm-hmm. Daivari promo.
Yes, let's go Daivari De Niro.
Absolutely.
Facts.
All right, guys, that was our grades for 205 Live. Thank you guys for listening to our review. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, do whatever you need to do. If you guys are pretty recurrent to our channel, thank you guys for listening. This is Preston. That's Thumbs Up Tommy. Salute. Peace.
Salute. Peace. Stay tuned for our NXT review.